There it's Lori, and again, I'm doing batch recording because I'm about to tear apart this room. Hopefully, in that process, I can also get packages ready and sent out. So, yeah, no, I haven't sent any packages out. Cards are done. Sounds like my voice is going. It's probably because I've been talking so much today. Anyway, I just wanted to show you a couple things. You'll see this again tomorrow. I just had to add another skein, so I'm claiming a ball band. This is Big Twist Menagerie in Gray Fox is the color. Yes, you're saying it's green though. Yes, it is. We decided somebody colorblind named that because we asked my friend's husband, who's colorblind, tell us what this color looks like to you. And I held it up to him. He said, varying shades of gray. I said, perfect. Now we know the answer. That's why it's called Gray Fox, even though it's green. There you go. There you go. So I've got 5 rows left is all. And then I'm going to probably do a wheat stitch border. And by probably, it's like 95% that I will do a wheat stitch border. This part is K.A.M.E. crochet. It is a free crochet along if you want to click in and get the different parts, or you can pay like $3 and get the pattern just straight up. This part right here, this is just vintage crochet. It's her super quick scarf or something like that. And out here where the trees are, this is Fiber Spider, or if you're Hadisha, Fiber S word. His tessellated forest, it's filet, but again, I'm putting popcorns where there's filet for more texture because that's what I like to do. So, but I needed to add another skein. I think this is at least my third, but there is a decent amount of, there's 410 yards. It's a 3-weight, and I'm using a 5.5 millimeter. So that's this. It's going to be done soon. My goal is to actually have it done Friday, but if you watch VJ, you'll see it on VJ's if I actually finished it. I was pulling together to put in a bag all the colors I needed for SpongeBob. Now, I did not want to use this yellow, but this yellow is way too pale. Right? Can you see the difference? So I have to go with the yellow that looks more like SpongeBob. But anyway, I need to put that in a project bag. Again, my goal is to actually have this finished. If I do have it finished, I will update this with a photo of the finished object. But like I said, 5 more rounds. Each round is 16? No. Yes, 16 more stitches. Which, again, my extras are getting put into cross double crochets. So this whole corner has all that texture in it. It's kind of cool. And then the trees. Anyway. So that's what I'm doing. I want to be finished. Maybe I'll have some packages finished by Friday. It really depends on how fast this room goes. I don't know. And the SpongeBob is for a baby, so there will not be safety eyes. It will be crocheted eyes. Does this look like the right color for his pants? Or do I need... It looks very tan to me in person. I'll hold it closer so you can see. I think it's the right color. I can go darker, but I kind of liked that tone. I felt like it was right. And his tie, I think, is about kind of like a deep red. I do have a brighter red if you think that would be better. Of course, I might already have this done. And his blue eyes, of course, black. I have to look at what his shoes are. And I did finish this love bug again for Armchair Chef. It's really Magical Make Along, which is really Live Fantasticals. But while they're taking a couple months off, this month is Armchair Chef, as in February. Yes, this is Friday. So I made this in a couple hours. You can do it. So, yeah. I got to find the project bag for this again. And then I got to find a project bag for that because I do better if things are put in project bags and grouped together. I stay more organized. But anyway, I imagine a lot of you are like that. All right. I honestly think that's all I have to say. I'm sorry. God, this light is so annoying. Yes, I knocked it over on purpose. I don't know if it made it better or worse. I don't know. Lexi's in need of finances because her husband was in a pretty bad car accident. He did end up having a concussion that was diagnosed later. I don't think they'll have any medical bills from that. That should all be covered under the car insurance, but you have deductibles. And they lost a lot of personal items. And you know how there's just so much to deal with. Rental car, if you have to do that. So one of our cars is in the shop getting damaged, taken care of. The 18-year-old went around this curve that literally probably 1,000 people, I'm barely exaggerating, have done the same thing as she did. Because in a minivan, it's like you got to go past and around and there's not really room. She didn't realize there was a different exit. Apparently, neither did her dad. So I'm like, why don't you use the other exit? He's like, what are you talking about? And they were both like, and I kind of explained where it was. So I said, in the future. But no worries. In my 40s, I did something similar. It happens. But that van, we have rental car coverage. But we will have to pay the deductible and whatever. But it's not, we're just not in the same situation. We didn't lose personal belongings. It was just a door. It's not totaled. It's all of it. I think it's almost $6,000 of damage, and it didn't even look that bad. She just dented in the door. It was the sliding door, and I'm like, well, that's going to be a problem. But I wasn't upset. I'm like, like I said, I'm barely exaggerating. With probably 1,000 people have damaged their car coming around that curve because it's square instead of a round column for support. No, they made it square. So when you go around it, what's going to happen? Anyway, I have my thoughts. But anyway, I'm not upset with her. I'm upset with whatever engineer did that. All right. So I'm being silly now. Ragging on the engineers. So hopefully this will actually be done. If it is, you'll see it. I got to start that SpongeBob. But I mean, as fast as I put this out, I was having it to adapt because I was using different size hook, different size yarn from Shannon. So and holding yarns together, I think the SpongeBob should go pretty fast. I think that's the right color for his pants. I wish I had a SpongeBob so I could actually compare. It's like darker than a butterscotch, but it's more yellow than a tan. I don't know. Anyway, with that, thanks for coming in. I made the lighting worse. Cool. Thanks for coming in. Can I get an amen? Hugs to you all. Whatever kind of hug you need. Maybe a hug from Mima, Potato Head. And yes, her nose is a tongue. We just roll with it. My 4-year-old granddaughter made that, so well put it together. She did not make the parts. All right. Seriously, I appreciate you. Whatever kind of hug you need. 6 feet away or full on hug. Whatever. With that, see you all later. Bye.